there were a few of the badly affected customers of PMC Bank who were waiting to meet. So I did call them inside and sat with them, heard them about their problems. One thing I wanted to put before you is multi-state cooperative banks, which is what the PMC is. It's a cooperative bank. And cooperative banks normally, as are many banks, all banks are regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. But rural cooperative banks are registered through, if they are multi-state, registered through Rural Development Ministry. A joint registrar of cooperatives is normally located in the Rural Development Ministry, who takes care of the registration related processes, but the regulation is done by the RBI. Similarly, urban cooperative banks, multi-state, are registered in the Urban Development Ministry, but nevertheless even they are regulated by the RBI. And therefore, in such instances where there is some malpractice and the boards get bypassed, the Reserve Bank is the one which takes care of placing a resolution professional, handling the whole matter and so on, which is what I've explained to the affected customers of PMC who met me. But one other thing which I did tell them is, does that mean that the Government of India is not doing a thing about it? Not at all. Ministry of Finance may have nothing to do with it directly, because the RBI is the regulator and they are doing what is by law to be done. But from my side, I have asked the secretaries of my ministry, both the Department of Economic Affairs and the Banking Secretary, to work together with the Rural Development Ministry and the Urban Development Ministry to make sure that multi-state cooperatives, which also run banks, they are cooperatives but which also run banks, under some cooperative act, and being multi-state, they are monitored, they are at least registered with the central government. I've asked the secretaries of the ministry to study in detail as to what is happening. Of course, the representative from the Reserve Bank also will be in the meeting, to understand where there were shortcomings, what happened, and also to therefore, if necessary, look at the ways in which the respective acts will have to be amended. If amendments are going to help us curb malpractices, if amendments are going to help us in better regulating them, in better empowering the regulator himself, that is the RBI, we'd like to do it. So, the meeting and the group which will be looking into this, being chaired by the two secretaries of the Ministry of Finance, will also have one of the deputy governor level official from the Reserve Bank participating in it, so that we understand and we take necessary legislative steps to, one, prevent such things from happening in the future, empower the regulator better so that he is able to handle such affairs even better. I do not know if there's any shortcoming now. I'm not presuming it. But I'm saying, with these objectives, this group will be working so that if necessary, in the forthcoming winter session of the Parliament itself, we'll be bringing in any regulation, any amendments which may be necessitated. So that's about the PMC. I've also told them that on my return today to Delhi back this evening, I will once again, I've already been talking with the Governor Reserve Bank. Once again this evening, I shall talk to him and convey the sense of urgency and distress that the clients of PMC have expressed before me. And I shall request him to expedite the clearing off or giving permission for withdrawal of their monies which are deposited. So I shall talk to the Reserve Bank Governor this evening about it. So that's about the PMC matter.